Hi, this is Kayla Bates, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about an article that I was reading called Stress, Health, and Job Performance, and it is by Alexander Jackson and Mark Frame. I just wanted to share a little bit because I was reading it, and I thought it would be good to share. It's pretty common knowledge, but I just wanted to get it out there. It talks about stress and health, like physical and mental health, and how it impacts job performance. So it starts off with there's a portion that talks about stress and how high levels of prolonged stress can be harmful, can be toxic to the body. It actually talks about people who are experiencing these high levels of stress can they're more likely to develop the symptoms of depression. And actually, it does say that there's evidence that shows that the number of hours worked is positively correlated to the number of psychological health symptoms reported, like depression, irritability, anxiety, lack of concentration, exhaustion, poor sleep, stuff like that. And I think that's commonly known. The more hours you work, the more stressed you're going to be, which leads to lack of motivation. Job satisfaction is pretty low. Your commitment to the job not as good as it could be, and I think it's commonly known that poor mental health is has an impact on job performance for sure. So with these high levels of prolonged stress, we see things like inflammation, hypertension, cardiovascular issues, and the article does talk a little bit of cardiovascular issues, and there's research that goes along with it. So, we can see that stress, health, and job performance definitely correlate, definitely relate. As far as stress goes, though, the World Health Organization does have their own definition for what health is, and they definitely include mental well-being in their definition. And why not, right? Of course, because mental health is a very important topic here. It's just as important as the physical and the social aspects, I feel. So, so when it comes to stress, we tend not to think about it too much. We just go about our day and so on and so forth. But it's very important that we focus on reducing our stress. Just finding ways to reduce these stress levels so we can avoid these things that we see. The depression, irritability, anxiety, all that stuff we mentioned. So along with stress, the article does talk about physical activity as well, because physical activity is very important. It does mention that there was no positive effects shown through the research that of physical activity on job performance, but it did show that there was no negative effects on job performance. So that's definitely noteworthy. That physical activity at work will either show no impact or a positive impact. So why not add it? It'll increase your health. With increased health comes increased overall life, I feel. So I think job performance can be included in that. So just overall, just wanted to throw that out there. It's so clear that stress and health can definitely have an impact on job performance. If you're not healthy, you're not happy, you're not going to do good at work. That's just, that makes sense, right? So it's important that we reduce stress levels, especially at work, where it is the most common stress of the working adult. It's also important that we implement physical activity and healthy behaviors into our life. And with that, I think we can see a positive impact in job performance.